Hello friends, in this video let us try and solve this question. So it says that the system shown is just on the verge of slipping and the coefficient of static friction between the block and the tabletop is. Okay, so we have to find out what is the coefficient of friction, static friction between the block and the tabletop. So now since the system is just at the verge of slipping means it is at equilibrium right now. Okay, everything is at equilibrium. And so first of all, in order to find what is the coefficient of static friction, you need to draw the FBD. So let's mark all the forces, okay, on all the blocks that are there. So I'll mark this block as A, this block as B. So let's write down for A, okay. So for A, see they have given in the question 40 Newton is the weight of this block A. So W is equal to 40 Newton, okay, will act in the downward direction. Normal reaction because of the table on the block will act in the upward direction. And now because of this string is attached to block A, so tension is here, right? So now because of this tension, okay, the block would try to move forward, okay, but because there is friction, because of the tabletop, friction is there, right? So it will try to prevent the block from slipping. So friction will act like this and it will be limiting friction, F limit. So now the block A is at equilibrium, so we can write down the horizontal forces and balance them. So it becomes F limiting is equal to tension T, and this is first equation, and second equation will be normal is equal to 40 Newton. So this is in the vertical direction. Okay, so this is a, oh, I'm sorry, yeah, that's fine. So N is equal to 40 Newton. This is the second one. Now if you see, right, this T, okay, F limiting is what we know, right? What is F limiting friction? I can write this is nu N, okay, and nu is what we have to find out. That's the coefficient of static friction. So now we know that from equation number 2, N is nothing but 40 newtons, right? So I can say this is nu times 40, right? So F limiting is nu times 40, and from the first equation F limiting is equal to T, right? So I can say that this is equal to T also, okay? So this is what I am getting. Now what I have to do, I have to find out what is this T. So now let's take the other strings here. So the other string is this, let's consider block B. So here the weight is acting in the downward direction, say W1 is equal to 8 Newton, and tension is say T1 in this direction. And in the third string, okay, say tension T2 is acting, and it's like this. So block B is also at equilibrium, right? So what I'll do is, let's just clean this part and let's write for block number B. So for block B, what we will get is block B, okay. So in the vertical direction, T1 is acting, T1 is equal to W1, which is equal to 8 newtons, right? Fine. So this we got that this, so I can write, okay, what is this? I can write that this T1 is nothing but 8, okay. So this value we found out. Now what we need to do, so now see, at this particular point, right, this point, say this point is P, this point P is at equilibrium, right? So I can say point P is at equilibrium, right? So I can balance all the forces that are acting at point P, right? So let's mark what are the forces at point P. So at point P, tension T is acting in this direction, okay, T2 is acting in this direction, and T1 is acting in this direction, right? So we have T in this direction, T2 in this direction, and T1 in the downward direction. So these are the three forces that are acting. And what will be the angle? Okay, one more thing, I forgot to mention that this angle right here, this is 30 degrees. So if you try and resolve the angles, what are we going to get? Let me mark the angles now. So if this is 30, so let's just extend this. This will also be 30, right? So let's take a clean slide and let's draw the diagram for this, okay. So if I draw this point P, so here T is acting, one second, into the pen. Yeah. 1 second. Yeah. So now this was your T2 and T2, okay, and we found that this angle was 30 degrees. So if this angle is 30, this angle, okay, will also be 30, right? And so can I write that this T2 force, okay, that is acting here, I can resolve this T2, right? I'll remove this T2 and let me write it like this. This T2 will become T2 cos 30, and in the vertical direction we will have T2 sin 30. Okay, so we have resolved T2 and T1 which is acting, so T1 is in the downward direction. So these are the total forces that are acting at point number P. So if I balance the forces, what am I getting? I am getting first equation, horizontal direction, T is equal to T2 cos 30, right? Okay. So can I write that T2 cos 30 is nothing but root 3 by 2? Okay. So this is in the horizontal direction. Now let's write for vertical direction. Vertical direction, T2 sin 30. Okay, this is equal to T1. Now, if you see, we have already calculated what is the value of T1 here. Look at the figure, it is 8 Newton, right? Substitute 8 here. So we get T2 sin 30 is half, okay, is equal to 8. So can I say that T2 is nothing but 16 Newton? So we have calculated the value of T2 also, okay. Now I can find out what is the value of T2, T, right? Just place it in this equation here. Place it here. So what do you get? So I can write, I'm writing at the top, look here, T is equal to, T2 is 16 Newton, so 16 dot root 3 by 2. So this becomes 8 root 3. And so this is T. And if I go back to the first page, we had to calculate nu, right? So now just play this nu into 40 is equal to T, and T value we just calculated, it is equal to this one, 8 root 3, right? So just place it over here, 8 root 3. So this will be 8 root 3, right? So from here, okay, 8 root 3 is equal to nu into 40, or you can say that nu is equal to 8 root 3 by 40. So when you're going to solve this, okay, you are going to get 0.35. So the correct answer for our question is D, which is 0.35. So thanks for watching.